In today's video, I am sharing some tips and tricks to help you, mommies and daddies, navigate cold and flu season and what we hope is the end of a pandemic. I have some things that I do with my kids and right now doing with my infant because he currently has a cold. And I just, over the years, things that I've learned that always helps, like without fail, always work. And I just wanted to share. So let's get right into the 4 tips that I have for you guys today. Okay, so the top things that I think that every parent should have during cold and flu season is an electric aspirator, a humidifier, some nasal spray, and VapoRub. And in this video, I'm gonna show you a DIY of how I make my own VapoRub at home. When it comes to saline spray, you can find saline spray at any drugstore, CVS, Walgreens. I had the nose Frida for months since my son was a newborn, and the nose Frida comes with the nose spray. And I've just kind of been riding this one out. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'll put a link in. But you can get any type of saline spray. They all work the same. All you do is spray 2. You'll see it squirts up. I don't know if you saw that. Squirt 2 in one nostril, squirt 2 in another nostril, and what it does is it breaks up that stubborn thick mucus, so that way when you go to clean the nose with a syringe or when you use a nasal aspirator like what I'm recommending, it'll be a little bit more looser and it'll be easier to suction it out. So definitely this. And then what I recommend is get an electric nasal aspirator. And I'm gonna show you guys why now. So it probably looks a little gross, but I really just wanted to show you guys quickly how well it worked. And this is actually like day 4, day 5 of him having a cold, so he doesn't have as much mucus as before. Before, this whole entire chamber would pretty much be all nasty. And it does it for you. Just hold it up to the nose. Also, I just wanted to show you this on the settings. If you have to hold it down for 3 seconds to turn it on. If you click it, it goes from nose to face. Face is for blackheads, but I use it for nose. It shows the battery life here. It's 3 different settings. 1, 2, press it again for 3. 3 obviously has the strongest suction, and then also has fun little lights if you want to distract them. Which I think is cool, especially if you're doing it at nighttime. Like, you press this and then they're staring at the light. And another option that I think is even more cooler is it plays music. Look at you, look at you. I don't know if you heard that, but it came out a lot just now. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys how to make the DIY VapoRub. I'm not a doctor, so you can do your own research and you can Google what makes you feel comfortable. I know when it comes to essential oils, you have to be very careful. Some of them are too strong or too harmful. So mine is super simple. You can make this using beeswax and coconut oil, but I just wanted a simple little rub because I like to rub him with coconut oil anyways. If you want more of a consistency of the Vicks VapoRub, then you can use beeswax. It'll be more thicker and it'll last a little bit longer, but I'm just using coconut oil. So you're gonna take literally just 1 cup of coconut oil. You're gonna melt it down, and I'm just gonna put 4 drops of eucalyptus, and I'm gonna put 4 drops of lavender, and that's it. So this is 1 cup of coconut oil, and I'm gonna melt it really quickly in my microwave. After you melt the coconut oil for 40 seconds, you're gonna add 4 drops of lavender oil, and now 4 drops of eucalyptus. So stir those oils in. It's very strong, but it's not like strong where it's like, oh my god, too strong, but you can smell it. And so all I'm gonna basically do with this is gonna solidify a little because I'm gonna leave it in a cool place. Basically, I'm just gonna take this, and he's sleeping now, but I'm just gonna rub it on his chest as well as his feet, and he'll be able to, like right now, I smell it. It opens up your airways, and it's just perfect for cold and flu season when they're resting, when they're stuffy and they're trying to sleep. They can smell it. They can inhale it, opens up their airways. But if you let it solidify, it's less messier. So I'm gonna put mine in the fridge. I'm gonna put a top on it, put it in the fridge. But I'm basically just gonna rub his chest with this throughout the day, and I promise you, it's not even that strong. If you want it to be stronger, you can add more. I think I've seen recipes for babies where they'll put 10 drops of eucalyptus and 10 drops of lavender, but I just like to tread lightly, so I only put 4 of each, so use your discretion. So I rub his chest, and then they recommend rubbing the bottom of their feet with this. Do your researches. So I'm gonna put the top on this and store it in the fridge. So now you have your own DIY VapoRub. So you don't have to use Vicks, because I feel like it's a little bit harmful. So at least you're making something that you can feel comfortable putting on your baby. During cold and flu season, you definitely want to have a humidifier. Okay, this one is awesome because it's a 3-in-1. It's a humidifier, diffuser, and it also is a nightlight. And what I like about this too is that you don't even have to use it for the humidifier, diffuser purposes. You can literally just have this set to off and plug it in and use it as a nightlight, and it changes colors throughout the night, so it's nice. But for cold and flu season, definitely I use this. You fill the chamber up with water. I use 10 drops of eucalyptus in here, full with water, and the room just has that nice eucalyptus like scent in the air, which we know helps with opening up the airways, which is good for when they're feeling all congested. And on this machine, you can turn it depending on how much you want the mist to come out. You can have it really low to where it's not coming out too much, but me, when he's all stuffy, I put it on max and it comes out a lot. You can see in seconds it looks all like foggy in here, like it takes over the room. And I think this is a must-have for when your baby's all stuffy and congested. So like I said, it serves as a diffuser, because obviously we know diffusers are basically just water and oils to give you a nice scent in your home. So that's, you know, what the sole purpose of diffusers. And with humidifiers, it's for moistening the air. You know, when your airways are all dry and you're all stuffy and congested, it moistens the air in the room. Helps to loosen up your mucus and stuff like that. So anybody can use this. I mean, I've been sick and I've used this, but I bought this for my baby. Highly recommend this for cold and flu season. And just as some final words, just stay encouraged. I know right now it's crazy times. It can be frustrating when your baby's sick, and it can be overwhelming, especially if you're already not getting any sleep. So just be encouraged that this happens. They get sick, babies put everything in their mouth. Be strong. They're building their immune systems and they will be okay. Just want to say also, keep them in socks. I actually just recently brought, if you have a mover like me, I brought these socks off Amazon. I'll link them as well. They have the little grips at the bottom, because I know if you're anything like me, I'm so paranoid. I have a towel in my house, but keep them in socks. The floor is cold to them. It may not feel cold to you, but it's cold to them, so keep them in socks. I recommend some with grips if you have a baby that's crawling or likes to stand so that they don't fall, but definitely keep them in socks. If your house is really cold, an undershirt, or like the long john onesies and a cap on their head. Of course, if they have a fever, then no. And I'm not a professional, I'm not a doctor, but these are things that work for me. I have 3 kids, and trust me, I've dealt with colds like you never thought. So hope this helped. Bye. Like, comment, and subscribe.